Hey, it's Lauren.
And it's Will.
And we're talking about how you can find brands that work really well with your channel and how you can land that brand deal.
There are a ton of ways of finding sponsorships that could work on your channel. It's important to know how to treat your channel as a business and how to respond when brands reach out to you. Hopefully you have your business email on your channel so people can directly outreach to you, but if that doesn't work, there's no harm in reaching out to the brands yourself or signing up for a platform like FameBit where there are brands that are actively looking for creators to sponsor their products.
I think it's definitely important to not take every brand deal that comes your way, mostly because they might not all be right for you and for your content, but also because your time is valuable. I mean, I feel like people will know right away if I'm not that into the brand that I'm talking about. It can be pretty obvious if I'm not totally genuine.
Right, and that authenticity needs to be preserved. You know, people trust us as creators. What do you think is the importance of creating a brand-friendly, ready-to-go media kit?
That way, if any brands reach out to you, you already have something ready to go that will present you in a professional way and give them a good idea really quickly of what you're willing to offer them. It starts out with just kind of a quick blurb of what I do, a little paragraph. I have some photos so that people know what I look like and maybe what some of my craft projects look like. I also list some ideas of different types of branded content that I've done in the past and would like to do in the future. I also put demographic information about who's watching my channel so they know who my audience is and whether or not it lines up with their brand. So when a brand reaches out to you, what do you say back?
I'd like to make sure all of the expectations are laid out at the beginning, and I give them exactly what kind of video I plan on creating, and that lays the land for how the brand deal is going to go. So we can discuss expectations on video style and any talking points that they may have.
I like to ask questions. If they've given me ideas, I can ask for either clarification, or if there's anything I'm not interested in doing, I give them other ideas of, well, I don't really feel comfortable with that, but what about this?
Right. So the age-old question, how do you price yourself?
Honestly, it depends on the experience. Sometimes brands come right up front and they're offering me more money than I ever would have asked for. Wow. And in that case, it's like, yes, absolutely,
let's do it.
Let's go. But a lot of times I either have to negotiate up to a higher amount because a lot of my videos are very work intensive and I need to make sure that just my expenses at the very least are covered. This could take me, a month solid.
Yeah, I feel like it matters campaign by campaign. There's the traffic and the numbers that you can provide to them, but then there's also the assessment of the content that I'm creating. So both of those affect how I price myself. Something that I think brands don't realize is that there is a lot of work that goes into the videos that we create. There's a lot of setup, there's a lot of supplies that you need. So when you have a brand that comes to you and says, hey, we love what you do, feel free to negotiate.
What I do is whatever number in my head feels like the right amount for the amount of work that they need me to do, I usually give them that. Over time, I've gotten better about knowing what would work for each individual brand deal, but in the beginning, it's so hard to know.
Yeah, exactly. It's a learning process. I'm willing to accept a deal that may have a lower fee because it's so perfect for my channel. But then if something might be perfect, there's a lot of asks for the brand, there's a lot of social follow-ups, I might raise the price because that is a lot of extra work that they're having me do.
Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe to the Creator Academy channel. And keep an eye out for part 3 where we're gonna talk to a brand ambassador.